Alright, welcome back to Haunting Ground. In this video, we are going to get some pretty serious puzzling done. There is a lot of stuff to be done here. This one here, to get a hint as to what you're supposed to be doing, just look at this placard out front. Now, the key that we got from the ladder in the last video will unlock this door, both of these doors actually. So what we want to do in here is examine, like, basically every single thing in this room. Because there's two rooms set up. One is like the real room, which is this one, and then the other one will be kind of a flipped version of this room, and you have to see which items have changed. It's basically like one of those puzzles you do in like a magazine. So the things we want to pay attention to is the chessboard, these wax dummies, and then there is an hourglass over by the furnace here. There is also a oddly calm Daniela, but you absolutely do not want to talk to her. Talking to her is maybe one of the biggest mistakes you can make in this game, and I will show off what happens if you talk to her at the end of the video. There's quite a few things, actually, I'm going to be showing at the end of this video. So this is the flipped room where you kind of need to make sure, you know, that you've taken things into account and you know which things are wrong. So right in here, we want to again look at the chessboard. The chessboard is set up differently than it was in the other room. And then if you investigate it further, you get a nice little cutscene. If you investigate the wrong item in this room, the door will lock on you and you won't get a cutscene. I mean, you'll get a cutscene, but you won't get a, like, you did things right cutscene. And once again, I will show what happens if you look at the wrong item at the end of this video. And it is probably one of my least favorite things in the entire game. So, once again, chessboard, wax figures, and the hourglass are the things in this room that are wrong. Everything else is right, so you want to examine those three items. And now it appears as though something has changed. This part of the game is pretty cool, but it can also be very finicky.
Good boy.
I don't know why he was a good boy. I guess just because he was following me. So, the carousel room has actually shifted. It's not entirely obvious. I guess other than the fact that this door is closed, and while it wasn't before. And in here we have maybe the most obnoxious puzzle in the entire... Okay, it's one of the most annoying puzzles in the game. I'm not willing to say it's the most, but it is a very, very annoying puzzle nonetheless. There's a new hiding area in here that I kind of wanted to show off a scene in.
Good boy.
Because there is a Iron Maiden right here. If you turn the spikes off, you can hide in the Iron Maiden. And if Daniela is chasing you, there's a good chance that if you go into that Iron Maiden, that she turns the spikes back on. So, yeah, I'm glad that I didn't get to show that scene, but I might try and get it to happen, like, for a bonus video.
Help!
So just get Huey to help you, and that's that. Otherwise, I think you will kind of go into a panic if he doesn't help you. So thankfully, Huey is obedient, and he's actually listening to us. So the way this puzzle works is you basically have to set Huey down on these pressure plates. Both Huey and Fiona need to be on the pressure plates.
Sit.
And you need to alternate the pressure points. Pressure points?
Good boy.
Pressure plates. Pressure points. I don't know. Words have no meanings. So, you want Huey on red, Fiona on yellow, then you want to tell him to kind of come towards you. Then Fiona wants to go on blue.
Come on.
Then tell Huey to come towards you and instantly have him sit on the green one. And then the last step that you want to do is have Fiona go on yellow. I know it seemed easy, but that can go very wrong. You can be stuck in there like yelling at Huey for like minutes at a time. So, we just performed the world's weirdest, most obtuse exorcism.
Good boy.
I don't even know what this guy was. Was he a ghost? Was he possessed? I don't know. Did we just suck his soul out of him? I genuinely don't know what we just did. So there's a 50-50 shot when you're leaving this room that Daniela is right outside. I got incredibly lucky. In my practice run-through, both of my practice run-throughs, Daniela was there. And of course, the moment I started recording, Daniela was nowhere to be seen, which means I got very, very lucky. But she is almost certainly somewhere in the area. As you can hear, Huey is kind of a little apprehensive.
Huey.
But this room now is going to lead us back into the couch area. Now, also during my practice run, I went into this area, and Daniela was also in here. So I really don't know what happened, but I got seriously lucky. We're gonna want to run into this room, because like I said, sometimes if you want to make sure Daniela is like not gonna chase you, run into this room, make sure she's behind those, that gate, and then go in here. Because we actually need her to be in there for this next part. Just absolutely bizarre. I got so lucky this time. I can't tell you how many times when I was practicing this, I opened the room to the carousel room.
Miss Fiona.
And Daniela was just in there waiting for me. So, she will give us this scent, which we can use a little bit later on. But first, we have items to pick up. And bonk. Yeah, Daniela was very nice to me in this video. I was honestly shocked. When I was recording this, I was like, this video is going to be too short. Because Daniela's not chasing me. But hey, it just means I got a good run-through, I guess. I got good luck. I've actually never seen a speedrun of this game. I'd be interested to see how luck-based this game's speedruns would be.
Huey.
So now we want to go back
boy.
into the room with the big, like, Hydra, the three-headed guy in here, the snake room, I guess you would want to call this. Because there's a door over here that we can now unlock. And in here, we're gonna get an annoying cutscene. So that's a pretty classic thing there. That is a Mandragora root, or just a Mandragora. Those pop up in everything. I think they're in Harry Potter, I think. They're in a lot of like fantasy type pieces of media. So if you give him that scent, he will show you to a white Mandragora, which we need for later. Again, this is kind of sequence breaking. We don't quite know that we need this now, but I know that we need it now. Now, I've heard people say that once you have the white Mandragora in your inventory, it has a chance of screaming, but I've never had that happen, because obviously that can alert the stalker to your position. Also, I was really hoping that she wasn't going to see me here, but no, she keeps doing it. Her eyesight's very good. So yeah, this is a new area that we can just go through. I don't know where Huey went at all. Or I guess we could have come here at any time, just this is now the time that is useful to come here. But yeah, I've never had the Mandragora root yell at me and give away my position. Oh, what this dude's doing. What are you doing? He's just a big arm. I love this stuff in this game. I just love the weird, unexplained nonsense. Like, what is this arm attached to? Why does it want Mandragora? That is not pleasant to listen to at all. So now that hand, I don't know, ate the Mandragora, we can go down here and explore this area. Now, what we got in here is another golem, just like our friend Emmeth from before. On this table, we can kind of get a little bit of a hint as to what's going on here. So basically how this works is these golems can be controlled with directions. Obviously, L means left, R means right, obviously. So we can print off some plates in here giving the golems directions. There are quite a few combinations that we can actually do right now, and they will each give us either an item, access to a pathway, or, you know, just something nice. So we're going to print all the ones that are useful to us right now. So it's RRR, RRRR, RRLRR, and then the last one, which is, I think it's just RRL. Now, this part is pretty tedious, I'm not gonna lie. But thankfully, I sped it up. At least past the first point. We're gonna just show this first one. Because there's multiple golems, obviously. You wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't. This part's real bizarre to me. I don't quite understand this. They give you the option to make these things run. This should just be the speed that they're at anyway. Like, why would anyone in their right mind want to make the golems walk? I just don't quite... I don't see the upside of that. So they should have just automatically been running. So yeah, what these golems are going to do are follow your directions. They're going to get to a certain point in these tunnels and then just kind of disperse and put out these flames, which is their express purpose. I guess this could kind of be a hint as to getting an item from the first golem, because this one just says meth. I guess your second time through, they intended you to be like, I remember the other golem's name was Meth. What happens if I do that? So yeah, I'm going to speed this up, because there's absolutely no reason anyone needs to see this. This part is really tedious. It's useful, you get some good items, you get some new paths to areas that you couldn't go to before, like this one, which is basically just, again, gonna get us to an item. But hey, it's a cool new area, I can show it off, why not? Some lavender. All these items are very useful. And then might as well just examine this while we're here. I don't know, I feel like there's probably some human bodies in that furnace, Fiona. I just don't know. Don't know what to tell you, Fiona. So this one is where we're gonna head next, I do believe. If this was RRLRR, so that was RRLRR. Yeah, so this is where we're gonna go. But I believe the one that's actually important for progress is this one. The RRL, I think? So that was RRL, yeah. That's, I think, where the game actually intends you to go. But we're gonna go to the RRLRR route first. Because not only does it give us a... Mostly just for the fact that it has a clock save for us, which is very, very useful.
Come on.
Huey's being a real
Come on.
nuisance right now. I don't know what he's doing. Sometimes it's like he acts perfectly, and then sometimes he just starts disobeying us. I don't like it, Huey. You're very bipolar. So down here is where our good friend RRLRR set us up a new path. We got an item. And this is a very cool area. I love this area that we're about to step into. It's just very, very cool. Look at this. That's so cool. This game's so neat. I love this game so much. I love this game to death. Anyway, through here, there is a clock save, which we're going to use to end the video, because we've done quite a bit. We've gotten a lot done in this video. I would say maybe the most amount of stuff we've accomplished in this entire game so far.
No.
But before we end the video, as I said in the beginning, there are quite a few things that I would like to show off. Huey, my good lord, what are you doing?
Come on. Good boy.
As soon as he barks, you know he's listening to you, so that's when you wanna praise him. Praise the sun, as it were. So this is a room we'll be exploring in the next video. But for now, as I said, I'm gonna show off some bonus stuff that I didn't want to show normally for obvious reasons. So in the first room, if you examine Daniela, so talking to her will cause her to have a hot poker as a weapon, and if I'm not mistaken, she carries this forever. Like, for the rest of the time that Daniela is your stalker, I believe she will use this weapon. And it is far more dangerous, as I'm about to show here. Because she gets one hit, and that's it. So you absolutely 100% do not want to talk to Daniela. Also gives me a good opportunity to show her death game over screen. So if you examine the wrong object in this room, like I said, the door locks. And as you attempt to leave, by the way, Daniela is in that closet I didn't mention. You get maybe the worst cutscene in the entire game. I mentioned earlier, in an earlier video, how much I hate bugs. So yeah, this cutscene does not do it for me. I hate this. So with that, I'm going to let this cutscene play out and end the video. So I will see you next time.